Picture this: police officers crouching behind patrol cars, residents barricaded in their homes, and roaming the streets of European capitals. Radioactive wild boars. No, this isn't some fever dream. This is 21st century reality. Have you ever wondered how an ordinary pig could terrorize entire cities? And what if I told you these tusked visitors don't just demolish everything in their path, but also glow with radiation? Welcome to a world where nature decided to take revenge in the most unexpected way. This madness didn't start yesterday. About 5 million years ago, wild boars embarked on an epic journey from Southeast Asia to Europe. And you know what? They settled in so well that by the early 20th century, humans had almost completely wiped them out. Keyword, almost. After World War II, something remarkable happened. Economic growth led to urbanization. People moved en masse to cities, and forests began recovering. That's when the boars said, "Our time to shine." Today, the European Union has more than 10 million wild boars. Italy alone hosts about 1 million of these creatures, causing 2,000 car accidents annually and inflicting $22 million in agricultural damage. But the most interesting part is their urban adventures. If 10 years ago boars were spotted in just 2 Italian cities, now they've conquered 105 settlements: Barcelona, Berlin, Madrid, Warsaw, even Hong Kong and Houston. These tusked tourists feel right at home everywhere. In 2013, Berlin witnessed an incident that became legend. A police officer trying to stop a boar accidentally shot his partner instead of the animal. Imagine the wounded officer's reaction. "My colleague shot me because of a pig." In Japan, in the city of Kobe, boars have learned to use urban infrastructure. They calmly cross roads at pedestrian crossings and even wait for green lights. In Scotland, local farmers swear they've seen a group of 3 boars deliberately hunting sheep. Ecologists didn't believe it for ages until video emerged of a boar catching and eating a rabbit. Turns out these herbivores are quite the predators when opportunity strikes. Now pay attention, the most shocking discovery of recent years. Scientists from southern Germany decided to test local boar meat and discovered that 88% of them are radioactive. And it's not just about the 1986 Chernobyl disaster. Turns out the main contributor was nuclear weapons testing during the Cold War. But why specifically boars? It's all about their gastronomic preferences. These gourmets adore truffles, which grow underground and work like radioactive sponges, absorbing and retaining particles for decades. In winter, when food is scarce, boars feast on truffles especially actively, turning into walking Geiger counters. Interesting fact, boar radioactivity changes seasonally. Winter readings spike because truffles become their main food source. Summer brings other food options, so radiation levels drop. In Japan, after the Fukushima accident, the situation is even worse. 100% of tested boars were contaminated. The saddest part? This radioactivity isn't going anywhere. Truffles keep accumulating isotopes from soil, passing them to the next generation of boars. But radioactivity is just the beginning. In 2015, the internet exploded with photos of a boar sporting bright blue fat instead of normal white. Lab tests revealed the animal had gorged on rat poison with dye meant to deter other animals. The boar wasn't deterred. It just ended up looking like an Avatar character. And this isn't isolated. In Texas, farmers regularly find boars with green and purple fat, results of consuming various field chemicals. Most amazing of all, these creatures prove to be real intellectuals of the animal world. In the Czech Republic, a female boar freed 2 young relatives from a trap, methodically removing wooden logs blocking the door with her snout. Researchers noted she even developed goosebumps, a sign of empathy in mammals. At a French zoo, scientists recorded Visae and warty pigs using sticks for digging and nest building. 3 of 4 observed individuals demonstrated this behavior, passing the skill within families. Until recently, tool use was considered a sign of high intelligence available only to primates and some birds. In 2023, a boar terrorized beachgoers at Costa Blanca, Spain for 2 hours. It injured 2 people, including a police officer and animal protection service worker. Authorities evacuated part of the beach, but catching a 220-pound beast running at 25 miles per hour proved impossible. Eventually, the animal had to be neutralized. Cities try fighting the invasion with every available method. In 2016, Barcelona police received 1,187 calls about boars. Animals tore up lawns, emptied cat food bowls, crashed into cars. Rome imposed curfews and banned picnics after discovering African swine fever, a disease harmless to humans but deadly to domestic pigs. Northern District residents were ordered to disinfect shoes after walks. Denmark built a 43-mile fence on the German border costing 12 million euros to protect their pig farming from infected wild relatives. Traditional hunting proved ineffective. Hunters prefer large trophy males, but their deaths only accelerate reproduction. Young females scatter and begin reproductive cycles earlier. Currently, the most effective method is huge American-style traps, capable of catching entire families, up to 30 individuals at once. After capture, animals are humanely euthanized, and meat, if not radioactive, gets sold. The cherry on top, boars affect climate change. Digging soil for food, they annually release 4.9 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, equivalent to emissions from 1,100,000 cars. Scientists predict this figure could double by 2030 as populations grow. So next time you see another boar invasion in the news, remember, these aren't just cute piglets who got lost. These are highly intelligent, radioactive, tool-using creatures successfully colonizing our cities. And apparently they're here to stay. Humanity created perfect conditions for their prosperity, and now we must live with the consequences. Welcome to the Age of Boars. See you soon.